I said a good question. Wouldn't it be an explosive start to the season if you played your rival at the beginning of the year rather than at the end of the year? Your thoughts. For example, game 1 of the season, the Egg Bowl. I don't love it. And it's partly because I don't want to see the Egg Bowl in 100-degree temperature.
There's that for sure.
It does lessen the, I don't want to say importance, but it would feel different because you have 11 more to follow. There's no more this game defines the season because you've got a whole season to play after this game. I've heard that too. I actually
I have to.
Had a friend,
I just,
we don't really keep up anymore, that went to Colorado. And
Colorado State used to always be the first week of the season. Now it's not anymore.
Right, but they felt
they play
that
early
way.
still, though.
Is that it just kind of, doesn't feel as important because it's not the final game of the season.
The build-up to the opening weekend of the season would be a heck of a lot of fun.
Yeah, it would.
We have months of it, yeah.
All right, so if in that scenario you had Mississippi State and Ole Miss and Mississippi State playing the Egg Bowl in the season opener, who would you then want to be your final game of the year? Who would you want to close out the season with?
East Tennessee State.
I was going to say Vanderbilt.
Yeah, it's like make it as easy as you can at that point.
Just get a win at the end.
LSU.
Yeah.
You want games
right
at the end of the season to matter, man. That's
Ole Miss LSU on Halloween.
That's the one major gripe with college football schedule. It's really just SEC scheduling. Other conferences eliminate this. But only in college football do you have the best teams in the sport playing useless games in the final month of the season. That doesn't happen that way in the NFL. It doesn't happen that way in basketball, baseball, hockey. No other sport do you have throwaway games with 2 weeks to go in the season being played by the best teams in the sport. Every week at the end of a season should matter. Every game should matter. Instead, we've got Mercer coming to Tuscaloosa. That's an easy solution to that, too. But that's a problem with college football.
Somebody asked about Iowa and Iowa State playing each other in week 2, or about that being at the beginning of the year. It's the Cy-Hawk game. It is week 2.
That is one name for it, yes.
Yeah, this year, Iowa State at Iowa. So, yeah, I hear what you're saying in terms of the build-up leading to the start of the season, but that doesn't do a lot for me. Ole Miss and Mississippi State playing each other in week 1. I will say it's fun when you've got a game of significance to build to. I mean, Ole Miss playing Louisville on Labor Day night last year to start the season, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you want a good game for sure, but I wouldn't give away I've tried it. Rivalry weekend. I can't say that for some reason. I don't want to give that away.
Let's see. Billy says, no, Egg Bowl's got to stay at the end because it's tradition and around Thanksgiving, and it's like the Mississippi Super Bowl and could possibly affect the postseason. So Billy thinks those are the reasons to keep it at the end of the year. Yeah,
I agree.
And here's a little harsh reality. Having that game at the end of the year ensures that even if you've had a bad season, which is more common than good ones, not necessarily lately, but generally, at least there's something to build up to at the end of a season. Let's say you play the Egg Bowl in week 1 and both teams go 5-7. The last game didn't matter. But if teams are 5-6 or 4-7 going into the Egg Bowl, that last game still feels like it means something.
Yeah.
Keeps you more engaged longer.